Ladies and gentlemen, the sun has now found its home in the western sky, and it is Saturday night in Tiger Stadium, home of the LSU Tigers, one of the great venues in college football. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on a team looking to get into the win column, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Complete on third down.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big third down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
And the Hokies decide to punt it away. Now on the return. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The offense lining up for a first down play. He's looking to throw it. It's complete on the right side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Here comes the offense on second down. The give to the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I think you run that play so you stay out of third and long. Third and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. Third and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good third down.
They've got it inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the first down.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
Man, they can barely see the first down marker from there, but they'll go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass turns the ball over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
It's 1st down from the 37-yard line. Handoff from the shotgun. Open space at the 25. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Out of the gun. The running back has it. Can't get him to the ground. Relying on that running game as they threaten a pickup of 4 down to the 13. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Having a playmaker like that can get the offense out of just about any situation.
Man, no doubt. He can roll right, he can roll left, he can do whatever he wants and buy time and throw the football. But you have to defend everything. You have to defend pass, you have to defend run, and you have to defend plays that aren't even called. So good luck stopping this cat.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT makes it 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final. Florida took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to Gainesville. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Takes a handoff, and he's going right. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. LSU right back to the line. Just going to keep it after the snap. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. It couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose a yard.
Third and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. Release to the back. It's complete to the right. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Lining up for the PAT. Splits the uprights. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And we're about to get another look at this hooky offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Firing to the right, complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll go to the air. They're bringing heat. And the ball is intercepted. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
A 1st down for the offense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. LSU now operating in the red zone. They'll give it to him again. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. LSU quick to the line. power ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, LSU!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle, short of the stick, setting up 4th down.
There is nothing to gain by kicking it away in this area of the field, around midfield, going for it the wise move. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the 1st down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Here it is trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Gives him a little shake, and he's got some room. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quickly complete. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Hokies!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Pittsburgh looked like a bunch of world beaters today in a stern-to-stem beatdown. I think a lot of people forget this program won 5 national titles last century. A rich tradition and a sparkling performance today. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. From the gun, give on the inside. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Try to get it to the edge. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
The give to the tailback. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. He wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. They'll leave it with him. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Got the back over the middle. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. LSU right back to the line. They'll throw it from the red zone. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. They'll immediately call timeout. That running back looks as if he'd be at home in the receiver room with that footwork along the sideline.
Yeah, Reese, this defense is going to have their hands full because this is a complete running back. He's not good just blocking or running with the football, but he can catch it as well.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And they go back on top.
Well, you love to see that, right? They put themselves in a position at the end of the half to take the lead. They put it on their kicker. He knocks it through the uprights. So nothing but good vibes for this team now with the lead heading in at halftime.
Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. One more play before the teams head to the locker room. To the air on first down. Shoots it to the left. He makes the catch. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Hokies will kick it away to crank up the second half. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They'll throw it on first down. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Now on second down. Little over anxious, out of the stance early, and it's a false start. Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. Offense gets set for second down. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. On second down, he'll let it fly. Throws to the wideout. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
Well, the defense obviously went in at halftime. They were trailing on the scoreboard. They needed to make some adjustments, and already they're showing some positive signs. On the very first drive of the second half, they're able to register a sack on third down, looking to get the ball back to their offense here.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the returner goes down. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He finds his man. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And the Hokies want to pick up the tempo. Out of the gun to give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. From the gun on third down. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
These QBs that can scramble and buy time, you just got to have a lot of energy. I mean, you got to keep chasing, keep chasing. Sometimes you run upfield, you got to retrace your steps. QB won that battle, but now you got another chance, 1st and goal. Get your mind right. Let's hold them to a field goal.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. Trying to pound their way in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. Those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground.
Touchdown, And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. The offense set for a first down play. Give to the running back. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Leaves it with the running back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, if you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward if they're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
The give to the back. At the 20, he's got space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hokies!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. The Hawkeyes have been hanging in there, but they're going to need something to break their way, and soon. They're up by 7 over FIU. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Out of the backfield, he's open. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. LSU quick to the line. Just about any LSU offense will make you hold your breath when they play pitch and catch.
Yeah, just such elite playmakers usually, just such speed. And listen, when you're a defense, speed kills. And LSU, no matter who plays quarterback, they
fires the pass, intercepted. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Going for it all. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it. These guys are really hitting their stride in Week 4 as they push out that lead.
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends, like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and the score is 35-17. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? You're going to be a great player. You got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Virginia Tech 35, LSU 17.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. He's going to pass. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Right on target this time. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. LSU right back to the line. They want to just keep throwing it. He fires one deep over the middle. And the pass is complete. He's got it at the 20. And the Tigers are rolling down the field. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Dumps it to the back. Oh, he makes the catch. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Looking for the score. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Right down the middle. Makes a connection. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Power football with the run. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. It was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
He'll do it himself. And into the end zone. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Right back to him on the ground. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Big fullback's got it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tiger.
No monkey business. First down, come downhill, run the fullback. He gets in the end zone. Let's not make any bones about this. Be physical, run that thing, block those guys up front. Nice job by this offense taking care of business in the red zone.
And he added the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They could make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
The back goes in motion. He's got it on the right. Got room at the 35. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting it.
Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hokie! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. They'll try to add another to their lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Looking to go up top on first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense averts absolute disaster by falling on that fumble.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls.
And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wants to throw on second down. He rifles one deep down the middle.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Leaves it with the back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got him and they convert. And he's brought down after a nice gain. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
Going up top on first down. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Second down.
Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. They went right back to him, and he went right back down. It's going to be 3rd and 10.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Wants to fire on 2nd down. It's complete to the left. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. A designed run for the quarterback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling him up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown. I look for this offense to continue to feed him and maybe get him another one today.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. How in the world did he miss that? So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Getting set for first down. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the back. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
And he makes the catch inside the 20. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football, in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.